टॉपिक नहीं निकालने का, राइट? फालतू बकवास करने का, खाली झूठ मूठ में कंट्रोवर्शियल टॉपिक रगड़ा झगड़ा। You don't want that. You want to focus on English. And today's discussion was good, I guess. Recording is on? Yeah. All right. Really nice. Saurabh, I'm surprised that you did not speak anything at all. And you did not do the right thing by choosing to be quiet. You see, if there are some jobs where you are asked to participate in a group discussion, and then you are given the job. You know why? Because they want to see your leadership skills in the discussion, how you respond to people, how you communicate with them. Okay. So these 4 or 5 people showed a lot of leadership skills in a positive attitude about, conversation and all interaction. But some people chose to be quiet, for example, Ankit, Saurabh, Jishan. I understand some people were a little down on confidence because it was in English.
जो मन में है वो बोल।
But if that was the only reason, it's okay. हाँ, that's a very good piece of advice. जो मन में आए वो बोलो, पहले मन में कुछ आना चाहिए, okay?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Vanessa.
Sir, I have interest in English since childhood. I can say that I love English language. When I have any headache or any type of tension, when I take the class, English class, and when I learn English, my all the tensions has gone. These days, I am suffering from
चले जाते हैं, has gone नहीं, चले जाते हैं, go away. Present simple, चले गए हैं कि चले जाते हैं?
Go away. And my mother is saying that.
My mother is saying, मेरी माँ कह रही है.
My mother says you don't need to take any class, but is that how means why I am taking this class and I can't say it in words that how much valuable is this for me. All the time when I means have any type of problem, I just start.
Okay, Manisha. And what is an interesting person here, Manisha? She has a daughter too. She's very interested in English.
That's
She responded to me in English that day. Okay, sir, I will give you. Remember?
yeah.
Here, okay, there are 3 aspects of learning. There are 3 aspects of learning: cognitive, affective, psychomotor. Okay, means physical acts, aspect. So here, Smita, I have zero doubt your daughter has all the cognitive, requirements. She fulfills all the cognitive requirements to learn English. But on the affective aspect, emotional aspect, she's just not interested. And this is why it is going to be harder for anybody to teach her. So anyone who wants to teach your daughter English has to work harder as a teacher. First of all, he has to make her interested now. For last some years, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, she has developed a dislike for English. She has developed a negative emotion for English. And this is going to affect her learning. On the other hand, Manisha's daughter is going to find it easier to learn English because on the affective aspect, she is on the positive side. Think of it this way. Think of it this way. If you as a student like me, okay, then you listen to me with more interest. And if you do not like me as a person, okay, for some reasons, then you listen to me, badi ban raha, badi bol raha. So that will also affect your learning. That will affect your learning in a negative way. You understand that? So I don't remember the name of that psychologist who made this, who gave this hypothesis. There are 3 aspects: cognitive, affective, and psychomotor. Psychomotor is body, physical.
Psychomotor.
If you are not healthy, again, learning becomes more challenging. So yes, emotionally, you need to be positive in the class, wherever you are, in terms of your relations with your teacher, your relations with your classmates, the place where you go to. Suppose you do not like the color of the room where you study as a child, you will be really affected by it. Yes, when we grow older, We learn to overcome some of these things, but as a kid, it is very important. If you don't like the font of the book, you will not enjoy reading that book as a kid. So affective aspect is very important. Yep. Okay, thank you very much for this great discussion, everybody. And all those people who did not join the conversation, try and gather courage next time, okay? And say whatever comes to your mind. You will not be judged for speaking wrong
I
English.
want to say something.
Yes, Tani?
I want to say something.
Go on. Go on.
We are
Environment did matter, sir.
Mhm.
When child's interest, fam, family family member can help their child to their child and they doesn't give encouraging atmosphere at home and human nature, sir. When child doesn't have any interest what their own things, sir,
Mhm.
and family can give him uh, more confidence.
Yes, absolutely. You know,
Sir, I
most,
want to add one point.
yeah.
I am
No,
thinking
your
of
chance
something.
is not. You are not
No,
able
just
to
okay,
add.
okay, just one thing that has Smita ever scolded her in English, or has she ever taken out her frustration in English, which may have affected her? There is only one thing
My
at,
guess is
at the
no.
age of
Let's see.
I think Simran
sir,
is a
what I
doctor.
I would say all
Yes,
mother.
no, I am not a doctor. No, what I want to say is that at the age of 5, there is nothing like grammar and all. No school have teach you grammar. So some person have affected her. It's for sure. You have to check it that maybe her friends, teachers, schools, anyone like that. But it's a person. So you have
maybe
to
his father.
check it. Maybe who knows?
think
Uh,
I
Smita,
think
just
yes,
one,
sir.
I mean, yes, yes, very good, Sanjeev. Go on, Sanjeev. I can stop everything to listen to you. Go on,
I would
Sanjeev.
like to say, I would
Yes.
like to say, her
Mhm.
doctor never spent much time in English. That's why he didn't interest with English.
She doesn't have interest. She's not interested. She's not
Yeah,
interested.
I would like to suggest Asmita. He she said in her daughter to spend sometimes in with English because I'm a one of the person who didn't like English much. But one day I saw my brother was speaking English in on the mobile phone, and then I thought, why don't I speak English well? And then I joined STC, and now I'm here.
Lovely, Sanjeev. Very good. So, very good advice. You know, make her interested somehow. Expose her to English. Good,
Uh,
good. Anybody else feels
Try
motivated
violence
to
with
speak?
her.
I really appreciate it, Sanjeev, that you overcame your fear and you tried to speak. Well done, Sanjeev. You
Thank you,
spoke well,
sir.
big boy. You spoke well, okay? You expressed yourself pretty well. Yes, R raised hand. Ravi. Really,
I
Ravi?
would like to
Yeah,
suggest, sir, an idea to make her interested.
Ravi.
Uh,
Yes.
can I go, sir?
Smita feels like what is
Just
going
want to
on?
confirm with us, Smita. Smita, you're
No.
cool with all this discussion. You're cool with all this discussion?
Yeah. I'm comfortable, sir.
All right, good. That's nice.
Okay, sir. I'm saying, Smita, I want to ask you, what's her behavior and what's her interest another subject?
Okay, this topic
Yeah,
is
she.
postponed for the group discussion in the discussion. Okay, everybody,
Okay.
we will resume this in the group. Okay, you are all free to ask and answer the questions, communicate with Smita in the writing.
Will be good.
Yeah, and now we.
Sir, you need to give a 5 minutes.
Come on, man. Come on. We have some more fun things to do. Don't worry. It's not gonna be boring, okay? Remember yesterday you guys talked about your friends?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
The
Yes,
video.
sir.
Yes, sir.
We'll watch
Yes,
the
sir.
video as well. We'll watch the video as well. So what shall we do first? Watch the video? Maybe? Yeah, let's watch the video, okay? Let's watch the video. The video we had to watch. Remember I shared a video with you guys?
Yes, sir.
I don't
It's
know
10,
why they have
10
not
minutes
sent it.
long.
Yeah, 10-minute long video. Okay, let's see. Where is there any water? Water inside? Okay, great. Great.
Oh, sir.
So the video, let's see.
Hello, sir.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, sir. But time is little
Arey,
bit wait
Mukhtar is here.
because yeah,
Okay,
sir.
all right.
I don't know, sir. Time is different now, sir. Is there and Indian? So I am little bit confused.
Yeah, I can understand. Send some water, please.
Yeah.
Some water, please. Okay. The video that we are going to watch. Let's listen. Let's see, where is the video?
Country where they were born. Many people choose to live in other countries and in other cities. They sometimes live a long way from home. In an international city like London, you can meet people from lots of countries. Some people left their home country a long time ago, and some people have just arrived in the city. They all have different reasons for moving to another country.
I left about 5 years ago and came to London just to work, really.
I left my home country about 20 years ago to go abroad to study.
I left in September of this year to study Shakespeare at Shakespeare's Globe.
Living in a different country can be very exciting. You experience a new culture, and it's great for learning a new language. People often love their new home.
The food, culture, music, theatre is really wonderful here, and you get a sense that there's a real great buzz around London.
I love the international feel of London, the fact that walking to and from school I hear 5 or 6 languages easy.
What I like is the weather, the adventure of being in a new country, and the people.
But it can also be a challenge, living far from your own country. And there are some things that everyone misses.
I suppose I miss my friends and my family a lot. I have a lot of friends in London as well.
She uses the expression, I suppose, to express her opinion. I suppose I miss my family and friends, right? So you can use, I suppose, to express your opinion sometimes. Okay.
But you always remember your friends from home.
I miss the culture, the language, and my family.
I miss having children in my life, my nephews and my nieces running around.
I miss having children in my life. This is a very good sentence. She says, I miss having children in my life. Did she have children in her life earlier? Yes. Does she have children in her life now? No. So she misses
No.
having children. She misses? Okay. Now you're talking to someone on the phone. Okay. After a long time, maybe 5 years, 6 years gap. Okay. And you say, earlier I talked to you so much, and I don't talk to you now. I miss it. Understand? You're saying, earlier I talked to you so much, now I don't talk to you, and I miss it. So एक लाइन में कैसे बोलेंगे वो? I miss
having long conversations with you.
Lovely. I
miss talking to you.
I miss talking to you, right? Right? Okay. I miss being single. You understand what it means? Okay. So miss doing something, it means earlier you did it, now you don't do it, and you feel bad about it. Okay. I miss being a student. It means when I was a student, I was very happy, and now I want to be a student again, but I can't be a student again. I miss it. I miss being a student. Okay, she misses having children in her life. Which children is she talking about? Her nephews and nieces.
Her nephew and nieces.
Living in a different country, whether it's for family, work, or study, can be a great opportunity.
Yeah, living in another country can be a great opportunity. For whatever reasons you are living in another country, it can be a great opportunity.
And for some people, the longer you stay, the harder it is to go home.
And for some people, the longer you stay, the harder it is to go home. The longer you stay, the harder it is to go home. If you stay for 1 month or 2 months, you can go home easily. But if you stay there for a year or two, it's more difficult to go home now. You don't want to go home. And if you stay 5 years, it is even more difficult to go home. If you have stayed there for 10 years, it is even more difficult to go home. The longer you stay, the harder it gets to go back home. Right? अच्छा चलो ऐसे बोलते हैं कि जब किसी के साथ ज्यादा समय बिता लेते हैं तो उसको भूलना उतना ही मुश्किल होता है. The longer you spend with somebody, the longer you spend with somebody, आगे बोलना, the harder it is to forget them, to move on from them, right? The longer you stay with somebody, the harder it is to move on from them. जितना ज्यादा देर तक आप ऑडियो फाइल सुनते हैं, उतना ही ज्यादा कंफर्टेबल हो जाते हैं इंग्लिश के साथ.
Can you repeat this sentence?
The longer you listen to English, easier, the more confident. डिपेंड करता है कि आपके दिमाग में क्या चल रहा है. अगर आप बोल रहे थे easier it gets to speak. The longer you listen to English, the easier it gets to speak English. The longer you listen to English, the more confident you feel about speaking English. Though comparative बोल रहे हैं, the longer you spend with English, the longer you listen to English, the more confident you become when you speak English. The easier it gets. अच्छा यहाँ पर more क्यों नहीं बोल रहे? Easier comparative है ये, तो more लगाने की जरूरत नहीं है. लेकिन confident का comparative क्या होता है? More confident. So अगर आप लोग comparative adjective से familiar हो, tall का familiar ये comparative क्या होता है? Taller. Rich. लेकिन difficult का?
More difficult.
More difficult.
Okay. So जितना ज्यादा काम करोगे उतने ज्यादा पैसे कमाओगे. The more you work, the more you earn. The more you work, the more you earn. बस ध्यान देते रहना, तो भी इजी। अच्छा, मैंने एक कल बहुत बड़ी बात बोली है कि जब आपको कुछ नहीं समझ आता तो आप हिंदी की तरह इंग्लिश बोलिएगा। किसकी तरह? हिंदी की तरह बोलिएगा, ठीक रहेंगे आप, टेंशन मत लीजिए, ब्लैंक मत होइए। ओके, जैसे हिंदी बोलते हैं वैसे इंग्लिश बोलिए। अरे 2-4 ग्रामर रूल्स छूट जाएंगे बट बात समझ में आ जाएगी आपकी। ओके, और जब वो रूल्स पढ़ाए जाएंगे तो योर इंग्लिश विल इम्प्रूव। मैंने आज कैसे सुमित को हाईलाइट कर दिया कि बेटा डोंट कहाँ होना चाहिए, यू डोंट और डोंट यू क्वेश्चन में। अब मनीषा, जब आप रिकॉर्डिंग देखोगे, व्हेन यू वॉच द रिकॉर्डिंग यू विल रियलाइज कि आप हमेशा ऑक्सिलरी को सब्जेक्ट के पहले बोल रखते हो, हमेशा, विच इज रॉन्ग। ठीक है, जब आप सवाल पूछते हैं then you put the auxiliary before the subject, but if you're not asking a question then you don't put the auxiliary before the subject. Let me, bye bye Shriyans, enjoy the birthday party. Okay, so coming back to the topic one more time, Manisha, I'm helping you with this. हमको नहीं पता वो कहाँ रहता, I don't know where does she live, नहीं बोलना, don't say that, I don't know where she lives, because you're not asking a question. Okay, आप सवाल पूछो कहाँ रहती है? नहीं, I don't know where she lives. Yes, Rafi?
Sir, the longer you stay with somebody and after that?
आप ही सोचो हिंदी में सोचो ना, जितना ज्यादा किसी के साथ बिताते हैं उतना ही ज्यादा मुश्किल होता है उसको भूलना, उससे दूर जाना मुश्किल होता है, उतना ही मुश्किल। जितना ज्यादा समय बिताते हैं, द लॉन्गर यू स्पेंड विद समबॉडी, द हार्डर it is to move on from them or to forget them or to leave them. जितना ज्यादा चीनी डालिएगा उतना ज्यादा मीठा होगा। The more sugar you add, the sweeter it becomes. जो भी है वो चीज जिसको इस बारे में बात कर रहे हैं। ओके, जितना ज्यादा चिल्लाओगे उतना मारेंगे तुम। The more you scream, the more I will hit you. तो थोड़ा कर लेना ये, ओके, थोड़ा सोच लेना। 2-4 लोग, अच्छा, those who cannot write, जो लिख नहीं पाएंगे, प्लीज, मैंने कह दिया, don't sweat, ओके, ज्यादा स्ट्रेस लेने का जरूरत नहीं है। ओके, just chill. If you are not able to write sentences at this stage, at this moment, at least read other people's sentences. Try to understand what they are saying. Sooner or later, you will start writing your own sentences. But please don't force yourself. Forcing to use the language is one of the biggest mistakes you will make. Is that clear, everybody? जो समझ में नहीं आए, force मत करो। दूसरों के सेंटेंस को अपना बनाओ, मतलब उनको पढ़ के कहो, अच्छा ये मेरा ही सेंटेंस, ऐसा, ठीक है? Okay. Let's continue. The longer they stay, the harder it gets or it is to go back home.
Adriana Gonzalez Vera trained as a vet in her home country. She came to the UK with her British husband.
What is her job? She's an animals doctor. She's an animals doctor. She's a doctor for
Animals
animals.
doctor.
She's a vet. She's a vet. Agar nahi samjh mein vet, she's a doctor for animals. She trained in her country and then she came to England.
Mark, 10 years ago.
I was born in Santiago, capital of Chile in South America.
She didn't only work with animals when she lived in Chile.
I worked as a veterinary surgeon and I also worked as a consultant in retail and pharmaceuticals.
So she had double job, 2 jobs. She was a vet and she was a consultant for some, drug manufacturers. Yeah.
I met my husband through work. He was the managing director of the company where we worked.
Adriana swapped the busy lifestyle of a South American city for the peace and quiet of the English country.
swap something for something. Swap. The verb she, in the audio was swap. SWAP. She swapped this thing for that thing. Okay, it means you give one thing away and you take another thing. For example, I can swap my mobile phone for your headphone. I can swap my mobile phone for your, means I will give you my mobile phone. You give me your headphones. Exchange offer. I give you this and you give me your swap. SWAP, swap. In a movie, I don't know if I can use the word sold, but okay. Let's go back.
Director of the company where we worked.
Listen.
Adriana swapped the busy lifestyle
Adriana swapped her busy lifestyle. See, swapped her busy lifestyle
of a South American city
living in a South American city
for the peace and quiet of the English countryside.
For the peace and quiet of the English countryside. So she came to live in a countryside in England and left that busy life in the South American country, Chile. So she swapped that lifestyle for this lifestyle. Yeah, she said, "Naam ko nahi chahiye wo, ye chahiye." She left that. So that's very interesting. Like again, I will say, I have a cat, but I'm not really very fond of this cat. You have a pen that I really like, and you don't like that pen very much, but you like my cap. So it's a great idea. I swap my cap for your pen. I give you my cap, you give me your pen. Yeah, exactly. Okay, easy. Everybody understood?
Sir, is it swap or swap?
Sumit, a lot of people pronounce it swap, but it is swap. Okay.
Oh, okay, sir.
So that's why there is this famous term, wife swapping. Oh, yeah. Okay. Wife swapping. Swap. Exchange. Swap stories. Swap. When friends meet after a long time, what do? They swap.
They swap
stories. They
stories.
swap stories. Yeah. They swap stories is enough. Okay.
What did her family think about her moving to another country to live?
What did her family think about her moving to another country to live? When she decided that she wanted to go to live in England, what did her family think? Means what was their reaction? What did your family think about your marrying a widow? Okay, you decided to marry a widow. What did your family think about it? So you guys, the other day, Rukaiya wrote some sentences. I encourage you all, whenever you have an audio, video input, okay, please chart jao, okay? Listen to it, the audio or the video so many times so that you remember everything there.
They thought that it was very far away for all of us, and that it
They thought it was very far away for all of us.
was going to be a little bit more difficult to meet up.
Adriana doesn't work.
It was going to be a bit difficult to meet up. Family and friends meet up. But if she lived in England, it would be difficult to meet up. That's what they thought.
In the UK, she's using other skills from her home country, Chile.
I run my own Spanish consultancy company where I train company directors and help them with their presentation. I also do some translations and some Spanish teaching. ¿Qué has hecho hoy, Johnny?
He estado trabajando.
Most of my family are still in Chile. I have my mother, my father, my youngest sister, her husband and her daughter, and my two grandmothers living in Chile. I miss the weather. I miss the hot summers. And I miss the warm people, the friendly people.
So indirectly, she's saying the people in England are not so warm and friendly, which is true. English people mind their own business.
In Chile, I miss my mommy's cooking, really, and I missed the long talks with my father.
Adriana's two daughters are now 9 and 7 years old.
They are very adorable girls.
They're adorable.
Camila loves.
Nice. Look at them. Aren't they adorable? When you like them, you want to love them. They are adorable. When you like somebody, you want to love them. They are adorable. Okay? Adorable. Lovely. Another word for adorable? Lovely.
Reading.
Lovely.
And she loves the outdoors. Isabel, she likes fashion. She likes makeup and everything in pink.
For now, Adriana enjoys the quiet country life in England, but she would like to go back to Chile one day.
I would really like to work as a vet again. Unfortunately, I would have to qualify again in the UK. Perhaps we will stay here for a long time, or maybe we will go back to Chile if my husband can find work there.
She's saying if her husband finds job, then she will go back to Chile. Otherwise, she won't.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yes.
Sir, she said I would have to qualify in UK. So can we replace it with I will have to study in UK, qualify in UK? Do the both sentences mean same?
Yeah. That difference is something we will discuss in unit 11 or 12. But I can tell you they are both possible. Okay, they're both correct. They're both correct. I would have
get
to
confused.
do this. Naturally, it is a very important structure, conditional sentences. Remember, Sumit, when she's saying I would have to, she's thinking of if part as understood. Okay, she's saying मुझे ऐसा करना पड़ेगा. I will have to, I would have to. Okay, so will and would are both correct here. No problem. I will have to do this. I would have to do this. If you have studied the first conditional and the second conditional, in the first conditional we use will, and in the second conditional we use would. Okay. And
Sir, what did you say? If is understood. I didn't
the
get
first
it.
part. Conditional sentences have two parts. No, you know that if part and the result part. So the if part is understood, hidden, and that's why they are simply saying the second part. She wants to say.
I don't know the conditional thing that you are saying, sir.
Then forget it for the time being. When the time is right, I'll talk about it. Okay. For the time being, just put it at the back. Okay. At the back of your mind, just keep it there. Leave it there. We'll discuss that. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Anita Patwaden moved from her home city of San Francisco to live in the Spanish city of Barcelona. Her parents are Indian, but she was born in the United States.
Well, I first came to Barcelona in 2003 because I wanted to study Spanish. And then I fell in love with the city at that time, so I decided that I wanted to come back.
Luckily, in 2005, Anita found a job in Barcelona.
So I decided to come back, and I'm really happy here. I really enjoy it.
Today, Anita's home is in an area called San Gervasi, about 15 minutes walk from the city centre.
It's very convenient for me because I have my job within walking distance. I can take the bus directly to the beach, and I'm there in 15 minutes.
Okay, Devin, you can watch 5-10 minutes of recording later. You can go and have dinner with your friends, no problem. And just wanted to tell you guys, she said, what was the last sentence she said? Within walking distance.
Anita spoke fluent Spanish.
My job within walking distance.
I have my job within walking distance. I have my job within walking distance. It means she can walk to her work. Okay? Yeah.
I can take the bus directly to the beach and I'm there in 15 minutes.
Anita spoke fluent Spanish when she came back to Barcelona and found a job with an American online marketing company.
It's not impossible.
I work for a company that provides different online marketing services for hotels, and specifically my team builds websites for hotels. So I work with designers and programmers.
As well as a great job, Anita has many friends in Barcelona.
We're all very close, we're friends, so it's almost like a second family.
You notice how her voice changes when she speaks English and when she speaks Spanish. She sounds like two different people. Yeah. Unfortunately, because we don't learn English from native speakers since our childhood, otherwise we would also develop the same habit. Okay? If you guys were given a native speaker as a teacher, native speaker of English in your early childhood, and if you could learn English only from someone from England or America or Australia, then you would also have two different voices, one voice in Hindi and a different voice in English. Okay.
Away from home, we have dinners together, we celebrate birthdays together, so it's a nice feeling.
Although she has got a good job and close friends, she still misses home.
I miss my family most of all. It's very difficult to not be able to give my mom a hug or to enjoy my dad's barbecue. So I feel happy if I can see them.
But staying in touch with family overseas is much easier today.
Yeah. How are you guys? So my family and I, we speak generally every weekend, either through Skype or through email, and every now and then on the telephone too. They have come to visit me a few times, and I try to go back and see them at least once a year.
Okay, guys, I'm asking you to do something. You guys have the video in the group. I want you to watch the video and make notes. Can you do that? Means no complete sentences, just a couple of words. Just a couple of words. Anything that you think, yeah, this is important. This is important. I want to remember this part. So make notes, but don't write long, complete sentences. Nobody. You will only write a couple of important words to remind you of what you listened to in the video, what you saw in the video. And yes, Manisha?
I have written living abroad first.
I'm asking you to write notes, not the audio video script. Remember, just reminding you. Information, notes. Notes means when a person is speaking, can you match their speed? Can you write it all? No. You can write important things they're saying. So whatever you think is important, that you personally think is important, you write those things down, but not complete sentences. Just a couple of words that will remind you of what they said in the audio. Is that clear, everyone? And you will share your notes. You will share your notes with me in the group after the class starts. After the class starts. This is your homework for tomorrow. Watch the video and make notes. Is that okay?
And we will send it tomorrow after the class.
Yes. You will share with me after the class. You can share with me personally before the class as well, but in the group when the class starts. Got it? You can send your notes to me anytime, maybe half an hour after the class is over. If you are done, no problem.
Sir, we have to make notes that of those words or sentences which are important to us, and not
whatever you like about the video. Anything that you like about the video. Okay, whatever you like in the video. Yeah, fine. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye,
sir. Good night,
Bye.
sir.
Bye. Good night.
Good night, sir. Good night.
Night.
Good